passing, Keithy, and like you, we're in the same generation. It's not really my cup of tea, but I can appreciate that there is, well, not a growing movement, a huge, tsunami of movement towards that sort of arena of entertainment. And I guess you just have to, embrace it and run with it, but because it's there and it's generating lots of money and it's just the way of the future. It's a sad thing, I think, because it takes people away from doing. Oh, I could be wrong. People might still be exercising and getting out and playing sports, and this could be just a little bit of a sideline for them. From what I understand, it takes quite a while to get through a few games of Fortnite. So
Yes.
look, it's just one of those things we can't change the way the world is going, or we would like to, but not really my cup of tea. But for $4 million or $3 million US, well, you can't laugh at that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, that puts pay to a lot of parents out there. They can't really tell their kids to stay off those video games anymore, eh, Reno?
No, that's right, mate. And I'm in the same boat as JT. Look, and I know you're the same too, Keithy, and we're all old school. Get out there, whether you kick a ball around or get out in the fresh air, run around, play a bit of tackle, kick the ball around, or just climb trees or whatever. Outdoors is the way we grew up. And this is just this new modern way coming on through. The money, money that's involved here, it's huge. This young kid's mostly going to be some type of a young ambassador for Fortnite. And at the age of 16, that's pretty well unheard of for most to win. Look, this kid won more money than the winner of the Wimbledon, the big golf opens as well. I think he's topped the scale of winning as an individual worldwide. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Mate, in the game Fortnite, once you purchase it, you've got to buy the extra parts that makes it continue if you want to get to the next level and play next level. It's competitive. It's a purchase price. And it updates all online. So to the World Wide Web, the internet, it's made it possible. And back in our days, mate, we were on discs, putting discs in the play PS1 consoles.
I still do that, bro. Carts. Yeah, no, I still do that.
Yeah, the cart days, putting into the old Nintendos or whatever you may have had, Commodore, Sega, everything like that. Just tells you how the gaming world's grown. Microsoft be loving it. Just going to get bigger with the Xbox, PlayStation, Sony. New PlayStation 5 coming out next year, and who knows? The virtual reality of gaming is only going to grow.
Yeah, I could actually see it a while back, and when I mean a while back, I'd say about a decade ago that that's where sport was going to go. Sadly, whether we liked it or not, that's where it was going to go. And this has just come along. I don't even know why it was Fortnite in particular, because I've never played Fortnite. Have you ever played Fortnite, Reno?
Yeah, dude, my uncle's got it. I've got it on my PC at home as well. I was only just jumped in there for the craze. Look, I don't play it at all. It's not my type of game. It's just not the kind of game I'm into, but the kids are into it, and I have watched heaps of it. But, look, our local barbershop has it on a big screen so the kids get to play while maybe brother or mum or dad. Yeah,
That's cool.
So there's entertainment there. And the kids sit there on wireless controllers and play. It just keeps them quiet, and kids seem to love it. So it's got its own market. And whoever created this game, mate, he's rolling in it.
I bet you.
He's rolling in the dosh. Rolling in big time.
I agree. And it's, I'm not exactly sure why this particular game has come about and captured the whole world in a big way, though, hasn't it, Reno? I mean, it's just come quite suddenly. I think over the last couple of years.
Gaming in general, mate, right across the world on its sector is one of the biggest things that come through.
True.
Look, in our industry of radio, gaming is the biggest threat to the radio industry. Look, you got Spotify, you got your YouTubes, you got your download stuff, you got your online streaming stuff. But gaming is the top scale that kind of attacks a lot of the viewing or streaming of TV shows now. The radio industry being personalised, because you can do gaming and have your own personalised music coming on through, whether you're a Grand Theft Auto fan, you can have your own radio station. Everyone's becoming personalised, and it's the way you can interact with it. And you make friends worldwide now through the web, through Discord, TeamSpeak, everything like that. So, it's endless, mate. I don't know where it's going to. And, we saw the writing on the wall when you take a look way back to the early years. Jonah Lomu, the Rugby World Cup game. That was always going to be, it's evolving, and it's going to be changing.
Do you do any kind of gaming at all there, JT?
Nah, GTI
None.
had something Master System, I think it was called, Sonic the Hedgehog, so that's however many years ago, 25 I suppose. But no, not really my cup of tea, Keithy. I'm an old school sort of fellow. I'd play a bit of golf, kick a ball around every now and then, or just watch it on TV, watch real sport on TV. This computer games, whatever you want to call them, PS4s, not my cup of tea. Both my kids have got consoles. In fact, I think the young fella's got a Xbox and a PS4 or whatever they're called. So, yeah, both my kids play Fortnite. Well, not so much anymore, but they did when it first came out. I mean, we tend to follow what the Americans do, and in my opinion, the most gullible people on earth are the Americans. So if you can get them interested in something, then the world will follow suit. So, hence like stuff like wrestling and all the rest of it. So get the gullible American idiots on board, and then the world's your oyster. So yeah, no, not really my thing, Keithy. If I could line every Xbox and PlayStation up and run it over with a tank, I'd do
it. Yeah, and have quite a few upset young men and women or girls chasing after you. But it is quite a phenomenon, though. I mean, it just is, especially in particular Fortnite, and I'm not sure how it just came about and took people's imaginations or whatever the heck it is, but it's just become a huge thing of late, in particular, Reno?
Oh, definitely in the last 12 months. It's like a virus. Once you've caught it, you're pretty well stuck with it, and it's hard to shake. Like I say, to get updates, it's all online, and it gets downloaded or you purchase it. So it's just one of those growing things. And yeah, whether you hate it or love it, mate, I'm totally like JT. I'm the same. I'm old school. Look, I was brought up outside, and that's where we are, and that's how I taught my girls and my grandson as well. So this is just the next way coming through, and it's got its bad sides. Look, some people
indeed,
just stick to the screen hours upon hours, to the point there has been fatality, more so in the Asian area,
right,
where people have died from just online gaming, whether that be not eating, drinking, and just the screen. It will have its damages,
extreme,
obviously.
That's a bit extreme.
Serious damages, yeah. Oh, exactly, and that's the level of it. Mate, some of these things are next level. And when I talk about the con side of it, you look at some of the way they communicate. And look, the instance, I think it was last year, where the young boy in New Zealand got through on a gaming speaking system, Discord, to a girl in America, and ended up going over there and got himself in trouble. So there are the ugly worlds to it, but then there's the good sides of it where you can win millions of dollars.
Obviously. Anyway, hey, my gosh, time has gone so quickly that we've got to go to a break. We'll be back with more Full-Time right after this. On behalf of the Full-Timers, I would just like to say big thanks to Joachim Currid, who brings us our music intro. Check him out on joachimcurrid.com. He's also on YouTube, Twitter, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Spotify, Instagram, and follow him on Facebook. Another big thanks goes out to Silent Partner, who brings us our outro. Check out their music on YouTube. And also thanks must go to the Polish Ambassador for the backing music for this promo. Check out the Polish Ambassador on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Beatport, Instagram, Twitter, and on his website, thepolishambassador.com.
You're listening to a podcast produced by Tūrangi FM, number one iwi radio station in Aotearoa. We play each full-time session on Tūrangi FM Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. You can listen in live on our Tūrangi FM media page. Just click the main Tūrangi FM logo to tune in online. Or if you're in the Gisborne area, we're on the radio frequencies 91.7, 95.7 and 98.1. Also check out the Full-Time Facebook page where you can listen to the podcast again. Make comments and click links that will lead you to other ways to listen to the podcast, such as Spreaker, iTunes, SoundCloud, Twitter, YouTube, Podchaser and Tumblr. Right, let's get back to the Fools on Full-Time.
session here on Full-Time. I want to send a shout out going out to our sponsors, Racetrack Motors. Of course, they're down there on Grey Street. Also want to send a shout out to Raa Walker, who's finally decided to wake up and join us. Kia ora and good morning, bro.
Yeah, good afternoon, boys. Good morning, boys. It's one of those. It's probably because the weather was turning crap yesterday, and I was like, wow, we're going to be getting that bad weather that's expected upon us. But hey, not even. It's quite a lovely day today in G-Town. So my apologies. Geez, how many years? And I've only been probably late a couple of times. But there you go. That's just one thing, Keithy. You have to increase my wages for the show. I'm not getting enough, mate.
Okay, I'll double it. How's that? Will that get you back on time, bro?
An extra couple of biscuits will get out.
So from one biscuit to two biscuits.
Yeah, to 4 biscuits. Yeah, that'd be a good bonus. I'll be happy.
Fair enough. Done deal.
He's most probably busy playing bloody Fortnite.
Fortnite, bro. Can't win many more millions, bro. No, you have to. He's trying to get ready for next year's World Cup, eh?
I got to be honest, I haven't played games since the old Call of Duty days. Those were the games, but that seems to be all the rage now. And good on these kids. As much as I beg them for living in cyberspace, I mean, we're all offline most of the time, most of us nowadays. But you know, there's a lot of money to be made, so all the best for them.
$3 million if you're the champion. Hey,
Used to be your rubbish clogs up my newsfeed, Raa. What's the
yes. Yes. Ask him, JT.
Reporter JT back in the land of Oz, eh? Good trip, DJ?
Yeah, we've just spent half an hour talking about my trip and gaming.
No place like home when it comes down to it, though. But all experiences.
Absolutely not. It was good to see, even though Australia's like home, it was good to touch down and get back to our house and see our kids and all that sort of stuff. But, yeah, good to get away, but equally as good to be home. Now, can we move on, please? Talk about the Warriors. How good were they?
Let's get the pain over and done with.
The Warriors.
Hey, Reno, let's get that pain over and done with. In my opinion, and I'd like to include the Broncos in that their seasons are pretty much done. They won't be going into the postseason, in my opinion. What do you reckon, Reno?
Mate, I'm a Storm fan now.
Okay.
No, yeah, Warriors. Oh, I don't know. You know where you want to start with the Warriors, mate. For the fans, it's hard. Look, that horror, like Russ said when he got on here, the weather was rubbish, and they had a great day up there recognising the emergency services. It was all about them, whether it be Navy, Army, police, ambulance, everything like that. It was a special day, and unfortunately the boys didn't turn up to play, as we saw Steve Kearney kick a towel, lose the plot. The whole team bloody lost the plot, and the Raiders are just way too good. The Warriors, yeah, you're right, Keithy. Warriors and Broncos season's over, mate, in week 20 of 25.
Yeah. Because they needed this one. In fact, they probably needed every single one. And the Broncos were pretty much in the same boat. They still have got chances. I mean, I'm not going to count them out. Well, I'm counting them out. But the Broncos might have a bit of a chance, a little bit of a chance. But it was
mate, you're digging yourself a hole. I don't know what you're talking. JT, you'll say you're talking the Brown stuff now.
No, well, I'm always
the Warriors have next Friday the Sea Eagles, and we know that they ain't going to win that.
Well, it's going to be pretty tough.
I'll be honest and upfront now. The season's over.
Yep.
Season's done. Steve Kearney will be gone at the end of the year.
I agree. I mean, it just hasn't been happening for Kearney, has it? You know, and which is interesting because last weekend it was a very different weekend. The close, you know, every game last weekend was close. At least when we talked on Full-Time last weekend, every single game was close. This time around, every single game that we've had so far, starting with the Tigers, the Raiders, and the Storm, they've been blowouts in a way, haven't they?
Oh, total blowouts in this week. And, you know, we head right down into the end where you need to decide whether you want to be in the top 8 or not. Melbourne Storm showed that last night. Damn good team. The Tigers, Robbie Farah. How good was it for him in celebrating his special occasion for the West Tigers? They trounced the Cowboys 28-4. And just to see him and Benji out there, stalwart legends of the Tigers club in the modern era, to have a good win. But more so for Robbie Farah. Robbie Farah, a good win there. But mate, the Warriors, I don't know. We're asking now